matchups always elevate the pressure. Heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense. Particularly, that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. Hoping for something a little more dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. Might be calling a hot route. Play action on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. It's good. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Quarterbacks get all the credit, rightfully so. They're the guys taking the snap every play. But my goodness, that dude could have run a 40-yard dash back there in the pocket before he had to throw a strike for a completion.
And this setter downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Line gets set, first down. Wants to throw on first down. There's the pressure. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Wants to fire on second down. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. He's looking downfield to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play has this offense in business. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Grbac, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. They'll throw it from the red zone. It's complete on the right side. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. It's picked off, and that's number 10. The 50, the 40, past the 20. Touchdown, Aggies, and they turn it into a defensive score. What about the speed of that defender on the return?
He's showing you It's like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Here comes the heat. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Daly. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Using his feet. Breaks into the open. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
And these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide-open wide receivers, you still expect them to fit that ball in there and make it happen.
He's taking the shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And that decision will be questioned for a while. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Sends it back in motion. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Time to take a shot. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's good. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's good. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
That's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to the R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He is run out of bounds right at the 10-yard line.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Second down, he'll throw it. He caught it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. And the Aggies will hustle to the line. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Fires to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. And you saw that there on the incompletion.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's good. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
On the direct snap, it's good. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie! They'll try to add another to their lead.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
At the 35, he's open. Turning it on. A very productive run. Gets it inside the 40, all the way down to the 38-yard line.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
And that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
The 12th man, Warren, standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Daly. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
As a defense, you're going to give up plays, and receivers are going to make nice catches, but it's your job to limit the damage. Great job by the defense. As soon as he catches the football, they get him on the ground. Don't allow any of those big plays after the catch.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's marked down at the 21-yard line as the defense comes up with a turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And the Aggies come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. This quarterback part of their running game. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll run it inside. There he goes. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. They'll give it to the back. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
Yeah, no matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. Fires to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
It'll be a run on third and short. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
It's obviously huge to make the catch, but give that receiver credit. Nice spatial awareness, knowing where he is on the field to make sure that he's in bounds when he secures the catch.
They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Lets it fly. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Using his legs, it's Hood. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And as I saw that screen start to develop, I thought, big play coming. I just didn't realize it would be for the defense.
Yeah, they got in there quick, and the quarterback's supposed to see that, right? He's supposed to let him come upfield, buy a little bit of time, but then he's got to get rid of it, get it to his playmaker. The offense did not do their end of the bargain. Quarterback got sacked.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle? He's got it for a big play. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down. Texas A&M going up tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's O'Neal. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Looking downfield very late in the half. Fires toward the end zone. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got room on the return. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
To the air on first down. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
One more snap coming before halftime. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come up.
Breaks into the open. Got loose. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Handoff from the shotgun. Makes a man miss. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Turning it on. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why don't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Pushes toward the goal line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Got his man on the outside. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Quarterback will keep it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Looking for a huge play. Finds a spot in the middle. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. How long have the Aggies been fishing for jumbo plays like that one?
Just dying for it. They just want high-flying offense. They want fun. They want excitement. They had it back in the day with Johnny Manziel. Been searching for those big-time plays, that big-time offense since that point.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
This has been a tight one. 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Touchdown, Aggie! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver streaking straight down the outside of the field. And my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So here comes the Michigan offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oftentimes, defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
You know, as a defensive guy, you use the sideline as your 12th man. You push the receiver out that direction. Look at the wide receiver, still doing a great job of getting small and getting that foot in bounds, making the play and catching the ball.
Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go up top on second and short. Wide open downfield. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside with this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man-to-man situation against an elite receiver, and that's a tough battle to win. But you got to take those chances. You got to be aggressive. The offense won that one. At least it wasn't a huge game-changing play.
Fires to the wideout. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Akron is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Charlie Fry, this offense is not capable of scoring points every single time it sees the ball. They're up by a field goal over Western Michigan. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. They're going to get him for a safety, trying to make something out of nothing and still got stuck with the 2. They'll set up with a free kick from their own 20. Running into the open space.
Runs it out to the 40. And your Texas A&M Aggies will take over first and 10.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Aggies have a lot of options on second and inches. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's good. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that?
Ain't that some shit, bro?
Agree, it'll go his way. Just
Ain't that some
nosing
shit?
into enemy territory at
I
the
ain't get
39.
mine.
It's first and 10.
I damn near scored in the first quarter.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going for it all. And it's knocked away and incomplete, denying a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The give on the option. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
On third down, he drops to throw. Soft spot in the middle. There he goes. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Wants to pass. He's got it in the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, and we have a 1-possession game late. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Hit as he throws.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room here thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Quick completion to the right. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the Aggies line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Looking for room. It's good. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arkansas needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Fayetteville behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Sam Houston. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Daly. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
The 12th man, more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Still looking, on the move. Fakes to grab. Oh, he's got some space. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensive.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to sling it on second down. Throwing right. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
This is an offense that has skill. They've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
Finds his man. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Wants to throw it into the end zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the 4th. So just over 90 seconds to go, and this game's probably going to come down to whether they can recover this onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. First play of the drive comes from the 41. To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The offense changing the play. Caught in the backfield. It's good. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Texas A&M likely will just try to bleed the clock. Going to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
We talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on first down. The screen, he's got wheels. And that is how we will wrap this one up.